Hi, and welcome back to episode 7 of Pilates Flows at Atlantis, a series where I will demonstrate and give you the tools to do the sequences that I post to my Instagram. Now let's get started. Alright, so in today's episode, I'll be doing an abdominal series that I posted to my Instagram a while ago. In that series, I did 4 different exercises. The first was a teaser variation on the reformer. Then I did 2 different plank variations, one facing the foot bar, another facing the top of the reformer. And then I finished off with a side plank variation that had a twist. Now, let's get set up. For our first move, we'll attach all the springs on to secure the carriage. Then we'll take off both shoulder blocks before coming onto the carriage. Sit down with your hips at the top half of the carriage, hands behind you with your fingertips facing towards the foot bar, knees pulled into the chest. To perform the move, you'll lean back and at the same time extend both legs out over the foot bar before engaging your abdominals to pull yourself back up, before leaning back down and again extending the legs, this time below the foot bar. The second move could be performed on either one red or one blue spring. Bring your hands to the deck and then your feet back against the shoulder blocks. Carriage all the way out to a full plank, engaging your thighs, your abdominals, and through your shoulders. To perform the move, bring one hand up to the foot bar, press through that hand to bring your opposite hand up. Then bring your first hand down to the deck before bringing the opposite hand down. For a third move, we'll once again go to either one red or one blue spring. Then bring your hands onto the carriage with your thumbs hooked behind the shoulder blocks. Bring one foot up to the foot bar, carriage all the way out before bringing your opposite foot up, coming into a full plank. One leg at a time, draw your knee towards your chest. At the same time, bring your chin in towards your chest to get a crunch through your upper abdominals. Remember to squeeze through your thighs, abdominals, and shoulders. For our last move, we'll go to one red spring. Then come onto the carriage on your side. Bring your forearm up against the shoulder blocks, aligning one of the shoulder blocks with your elbow. Bring your top foot to the foot bar and carefully carriage all the way out before pressing down through the bottom forearm to lift the hips off the carriage. Bring your top hand behind your ear and lift your bottom leg. As you bring your bottom knee towards your chest, twist your top elbow towards the knee to get a crossbody crunch before extending the leg and reaching your top elbow back up to the ceiling. All right. And that is it for today's episode. Now remember, on that first exercise, that teaser variation that we did, we started in our half teaser to start, so arms are fully extended, knees are pulled into the chest at 90 degrees. Then to perform the move, we bent our elbows, lowering our torso down. At the same time, we extended our legs either out over or out under that foot bar before pressing through our hands, engaging our abdominals to pull our knees and chest back up into that half teaser. You can always do that with either both legs going together out over or out under the foot bar, or you could do that split variation that I did with one leg going above and one leg going below. Then for our second exercise, we did our plank walks. So we started with our hands down on the deck, our feet back against those shoulder blocks. We came into our full plank, so we had our abdominals engaged, our thighs engaged. We were pressing down through our hands, engaging across our chest and shoulder girdles to create that nice plank line. Then we stepped one hand up onto that foot bar, followed by the other, coming again into that full plank before we then stepped that first hand back down to the deck, followed by the second. Then for our third exercise we did our reverse facing plank march. So we had our hands on the carriage. I like to hook my thumbs kind of behind those shoulder blocks when I do this variation. Our toes were back on the foot bar. Again, we came into our full plank first, fully engaging from head to toe. Then as we performed the move, we drew one knee towards our chest. At the same time, we kind of rounded out our body, bringing our chin to chest to get that little bit of crunch through the upper abdominals before extending that leg back, coming back into our full plank, and then bringing the opposite knee forward. Then for our fourth exercise, we did our side plank. So we got onto our side with our arm in front of the shoulder block. Remember, you always want to line the shoulder block up and line with the elbow. Your top foot was all the way down on top of that foot bar. We extended all the way out first, press down through that bottom elbow and forearm to engage through the lat. Again, engaging that shoulder girdle so that we're not sinking into it and going into the shoulder joint. We're using all those muscles to help create the lift to lift us up. Our top fingertips came behind our ear, and then as we pulled in our bottom knee, we twisted that top arm down to meet it for a little cross crunch before extending back out. Now, if you enjoyed the video or if you learned something today, don't forget to leave me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.